Yeah, I thought the start of the game was obviously what we expected. They're going to come out fast and passionate. But I thought for the first 30, we were able to, they got a try off a little bit of a spill ball. And after that, we were able to, we were in our half for a lot of it. And then build a bit of pressure back. And to go in, 10-3 was pretty big after that first 30 minutes of them hard in our half. So really proud of that effort. But what went wrong was our ability to build pressure with the ball. Clean outs, missing cleans, and they were just too good on the ball. And then we had a couple of opportunities to break them and just couldn't get it done.
Aaron, what's the service like to you in that game, and how does it compare to sort of the Irish series?
Yeah, it's something we've been working on. Obviously, in the Irish series, it's a bit of a different vibe, but just the feeling of their ability to sort of soak the tackle but then get on the ball quickly was probably what they were really good at tonight at certain times. And then, just our discipline to build pressure, so we'd win a moment and then make a mistake. So get down in their half and then turn the ball over, or ill discipline, or just simple knock-ons.
Aaron, what's the level of frustration that I think the last 3 test matches, the first half hours looked largely the same? You've been under pressure, given away a try early. How sort of frustrating is that story becoming for you?
Well, that's rugby, but it's definitely obviously something we talk about a lot, but we've got to control things we can. We've got to get a little bit better at our detail. We knew it was going to be tough. Obviously they're at home, full house, and they're coming out with a lot of passion. And it's just about, I think, for us nailing those little things early, but not ultra frustrating. It's an 80-minute game, but definitely it's not ideal to start that way. It'd be nice to score first for once.
Aaron, is this a team down on confidence at the moment? You don't seem to be able to get anything going, and you're sort of snatching of balls, and just can you describe where you're at with that in terms of as a group?
I wouldn't call it down on confidence, but I think we're trying really hard, and as a group we're working really hard. There's no doubt the group wants to be better, wants trying, and I think we made a lot of strides this weekend and playing a quality team. We knew it wasn't going to just happen, but there's things there that we can fix and we can control. Like I said, around the breakdown. But we've got to take the lessons and start believing in ourselves. But we've got to respect the ball, and we can't let teams dictate terms by the breakdown. And that is something I think, as a halfback, is pretty noticeable when we get really quick ball and then suddenly we miss one clean and it's done.
Aaron, do you think it's fair to start wondering about the impact of not playing against South African teams in Super Rugby and getting more exposure to this type of physicality that they bring? Is it starting to become a little bit of an issue?
Oh, I wouldn't say so. I think the Irish played probably a more up-tempo physical game as well, so it wasn't a big shock, but I think our ability, as I said, around the breakdown, beating the same drum, but we knew what was coming. They're big men. I thought our forwards tonight were outstanding. Their ability to, stop their maul. Our scrum could be better, but you give the refs a coin toss at the scrum, anything can happen. But our ability to defuse their bombs is something that we need to fix. But their tactics there, I think, are a little bit borderline. To see Bodie Barrett do a full flip is pretty scary, So that's a part of the game I think needs to be looked at a little bit. But we've got to do a bit better to protect our jumpers, because as we saw, we'd stopped them on defence around their 30-metre line. They just put a bomb up. So, but it works for them.
7 days,
Aaron,
Ellis
I
Park.
just got to swap them out.
Yep.
Sorry.
I'll come down. Sorry. You stay there, I'll come down.
We don't want you doing the limbo dance.
It's just easier for everyone rather than adjusting.
Cool. Fire away, mate.
Yeah, I was just going to ask Aaron, you've got the beginning 7 days at Ellis Park ground there. Obviously very good at it, it's a very hard ground to play at. How and what can you do to turn this around in 7 days?
I think the first thing is we can't go into our shells. We've got to actually look at the game. The boys are hurting now, and they should be. And it's never nice losing, but losing to a great team over here doesn't take anything away. But we need to work out what we've done well, and easiest time to do this is actually have a look at it. Coaches will do it, players will do it as well, and then actually build on those positives. Yes, we need to work on the things that we didn't get right, but it's good always to take in those positives and get better at them.
So, with the half-time team talks been like for the last few matches, who's been doing the talking? Are you getting sort of a quite measured response? You're getting a rack up in some of these matches?
We're going to solutions. It's the same as always. You never want to go in there and it's just emotion. That'll get you so far. So you need the detail first. And I thought the detail that we went through today in the sheds and we have over the last couple of games has been really good around what's working well. How do we fix some of the issues? So I thought today, as the forwards, Jace led that really well, and we come up with some really good solutions to the problems we had. And sometimes it's just reconfirming what we're doing and keep the plan going, because we just need to do the plan better.
How much do you think the environment helped them? Because it was pretty intense noise, there was a lot of emotion from the crowd out there. They clearly fed off it. Did you feel that building from it?
It's just what Test match rugby is. You have to play in some tough places, and it was my first time here, and I think it was the same for all the players. It was a cool stadium, the atmosphere was awesome, but that's something you just got to deal with. We've got to make sure that we've got solutions if it's loud and you can't connect. So we were trying to connect with our eyes and our body language, and I thought we did that pretty well. We stayed pretty calm when the pressure came on. So there's ways around those things, but it's always one of those challenges of playing in South Africa, and playing up here is no different.
Sam, you've seen a lot obviously in your time. You've been the peaks with winning World Cups, and you're at a bit of a low point now. Just how would you describe the situation the All Blacks are in, and what do you see as the way out of this little sort of funk you're in?
I think looking at the game, no matter how it's been or what we're doing, is you always got to look at effort first. That's the first thing that you've always got to look at. And it doesn't matter if that's school rugby or professional rugby or All Black rugby. We always start with that. Look at the effort, and if the effort's there, then we can address the skill set stuff there. So we'll do that when we have a look at the footage. Obviously, straight after the game at the moment, we'll get some of that detail, but that's the first thing. Look at the effort and then work out what we can do better and build on those positives as well.
Is there a lot to fix though?
Well, I think what they did well is they got in front, as Aaron said before, and they just built pressure as they go, and they're good at that. That's what they're really good at, and that's something that hopefully we don't let them do next week.
Cool. Thanks, team.
Awesome.
Thanks, Sam.
everyone.
Well done, mate.
Thank you very much. So 11.